Boom, we got one of my most favorite styles of beer today, but from a brewery that I really haven't had a great experience with. But I'm all about second and third and fourth chances, especially when it comes to beer. Actually, only when it comes to beer, because you never know what's in store. So, without further ado, let's check out this beautiful fruited Saison. Beer, 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 ba beer, ba beer, beer, beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Maperuski, for another Ruski review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is from the Broadhead Brewery. They are out of Ottawa Valley, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Ottawa, Ontario. We have their Guava Strawberry Saison, which is really cool. Which is really, really cool because in my mind, I don't think I've had many fruited Saisons. That could be a lie. Most likely a lie. I've had a lot of beer. But I haven't seen one readily available in the LCBO in a very long time. So I'm pretty pumped. I saw that. I saw it was from Broadhead. Again, like I said, haven't had a great experience with Broadhead beers. They're not bad. They're not terrible. But I mean, they're not amazing either. But you know what? Guava Strawberry Saison. Can't go wrong. And it's a boozy Saison. It's what I like to call the New World Saison. I think that's also a more generalized term in the beer industry. But it's not a low ABV, it's a higher ABV, coming in at a whopping 7.5% alcohols by volume. That's absolutely perfect. I love a boozier Saison rather than a low ABV one because, you know, they work really well with a lot of booze. 12 IBUs according to their website. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Ooh! Don't explode, don't explode. Thank you. Got very scared. I'm like, wait, fruit in here. Could explode. It didn't. I like that a lot. It's poured out. Nondescript, pinty pint glass thing. Just kitchen glass, because, well, you know, is what it is. One thing off the bat that I really like about that pour, I poured as normal for me, and I didn't get a shit ton of head. Other Broadhead beers, I have gotten a lot of head, but this one not too much, and especially for a Saison, I really like that too. Well, looking at the beer, nice pale to just, you know, general yellow gold color, slightly hazy, not too much. Fairly clear, white head on top, beautiful looking, bubbles, a lot of effervescence coming off that. It is a Saison. Let's dive in. On the nose, absolutely fantastic so far. I'm really pumped up today. I have no idea why. The Leafs are losing right now 4-0, and I'm just in a really good mood. I have no idea why, but I don't give a shit. I'm gonna take this good mood. Maybe because I'm having a Saison. But back to the beer. Strawberry, very subtle, yet noticeable. I like that. Right behind that, definitely a beautiful, typical barnyard, peppery, somewhat of a, what was I going to say? White grape? Yeah, white grape and a little bit of a slight pear note as well. Strawberry, barnyard, pepper, white grape, pear. Graininess to it. Give it a bit of a swirl. That guava does punch up a little bit more. And you know what, funny enough, that guava and strawberry note do really mingle well with the barnyard and your pepperiness and that little bit of funky, fantastic character that you get from a Saison. So, high hopes for the sip. Okay. On that first sip, not as pleasant as the aroma. The aroma so far is taking the cake on this one. Remember, it's only one, and it's sometimes hard to get a full read on a first impression. So cheers, everybody. Well, let's keep on drinking. And yeah, don't know why I did that. On the sip. First bits of flavor are kind of covered over by a very large volume of carbonic acid, which just cuts out a lot of the flavor. It is a highly effervescent beer. Maybe not on that particular pour and looking at it at the moment, but right as you're taking that sip, it explodes with bubbles and me with burps. White pepper, not white pepper, pepper in general, barnyard, first things to hit the palate. Then moving into a white grape sort of thing with a very weird undertone of fake artificial strawberry. I'm not getting jack shit of guava, maybe a little bit of like a grittiness on the mouthfeel, but very minimal, almost non-existent guava, very minimal strawberry, and the strawberry that is being detected is it doesn't mix well, funny enough, compared to the nose where the strawberry and guava blended beautifully with the notes of a high ABV saison. The flavor is just not there, and even just encompassing all the flavor that I am getting, it is very subdued by, I want to say, the high carbonation, the carbonic acid that's developing. And it becomes a little bit of a mess, actually a fairly decent mess. Nothing really stands out, either on the traditional Saison side or with the added ingredients of guava and strawberries, which I'm guessing, there's no ingredients list. But over on the website, it looks like we have strawberry and guava as a puree, but they're just not coming through. There's no real good flavor coming through on this beer. So I'm guessing a bit of a miss on the flavor side of things from this beer from Broadhead. But I do have to say the aroma and the look of the beer is pretty fantastic. I'm very surprised though that it is so just pale yellow. Because they're saying puree, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, at this point, let's look at the can. Let's see what the Broadhead has to say. Guava, strawberry, saison, 7.5% ABV, 12 IBUs. Work hard, drink easy. At Broadhead, great things come from hard work, passion, and ingenuity. Our recipes are crafted to be flavorful yet approachable, striking a balance between innovation and tradition. Scan to learn more. There's a little QR code thing. I'm not going to do that at the moment. We also have some scales here of an IBU with a hop across the line and also with SRM. Doesn't mean jack shit to the majority of people, but it's low on bitterness and moderately low on color. Doesn't make sense to anybody that doesn't know anything about IBUs or SRMs, so a moot point there with a slider, but okay. On the bottom, packaging date is February 23rd, 2022, so almost 2 months old, but you know, is what it is. Website is broadheadbeer.com, and then you go to the shop page and you will find Guava Strawberry Saison. And on here we get a longer description, more pertaining to the beer, which reads, crafted with all natural fruit purees, this unfiltered farmhouse-style Saison pours a hazy golden color with a fluffy white head. Aromas of passion fruit, strawberry, pear, and spice burst from the glass, giving way to flavors of tropical fruit and strawberry with mild peppery notes and an off-dry finish. Bright, bold, and complex with a slight alcohol warmth at 7.5% ABV, this beer pairs well with Asian-inspired dishes, late-season snowball fights, and the promise of patio season. As of recording, there is no more snow. We had a bit of a snowfall about 2 days ago, which lasted no more than, let's say, 12 hours in total time from first snow drop to gone forever. of this season. But yeah, patio season's upon us, which is nice. Aromas are definitely on point with their description. The flavors, not too much. There's a little bit of a warmth with the 7.5, but it's, you know, you could drink this and not have to worry about the booziness of the beer itself. Moving over to Untapped, Guava and Strawberry Saison has been given a 3.34 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 208 ratings. As for the price of this beer, it's $3.85 for the 473 ml tall boy can. Now, I don't think this is going to be part of their core lineup, even though it is given just the general can livery per se, or can label as their other beers, but it is unclear to me whether it's becoming a staple or if it is a limited or semi-limited run. But anyway, choosing the final sip, let's get ready for ratings and wrap this thing up. Broadhead, Guava, Strawberry, Saison. I have to say, the look of it is really fantastic. I'm going to do another pour at the end and show you how it changes, because they're saying it's going to be hazy. That pour wasn't that hazy. Looks really good. The aroma on it is absolutely fantastic. It's just coming down to the flavor. It is highly carbonated, and I've seen that with with most of the other offerings from Broadhead. They are highly carbonated. Carbonic acid is definitely getting in there, cutting out a lot of the delicate flavors beers in general sometimes and do have, which is definitely a bummer, because Strawberry Guava Saison sounds amazing, and the aroma, like I said, is pretty spot on. But it just comes down to the flavor with that higher CO2 vol. It starts to definitely diminish on the ingredient flavor returns. So with that said, Guava Strawberry Saison only gets about a 6.2 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to see in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go and like this video or subscribe to Me Make Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. With all that said, that's going to do it for Me Make Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.